When I was suffering from intense labor pain, my husband left me all alone and instead rushed to the hospital to accompany his ex-girlfriend while she was giving birth. I clutched my belly, feeling another contraction rip through my body. Harris, please, I begged. My voice trembled with pain as I called my husband. Harris, we have to go to the hospital. Now, Harris looked at me with complicated eyes before saying, just a minute, Darcy. I need to make a phone call. While I was struggling with the labor pain, I felt like he was being irritated with the noise I had been creating out of pain. He seemed to be more concerned about another matter as he was desperately dialing someone's number. I felt deep sense of frustration. I couldn't hold myself anymore and yelled angrily, a phone call? Are you kidding me? I'm in labor, Harris. We need to go. Now, Harris held up a hand, hinting me to be silent as he added, just a minute, Darcy. This is important. I felt a wave of anger throughout my body. What could be more important than getting me to the hospital? But before I could say anything else, Harris's phone rang. He answered it. He listened quietly for a moment and his expression changed frequently from desperation to worry and finally he looked in a hurry. I have to go, he said halfway through standing up from the chair. I felt a surge of shock as I blurted out, what? No, Harris. I couldn't help begging him as I said, you can't just leave me like this. I need you to take me to the hospital. David hesitated for a moment. He then looked at me with a mixture of guilt and frustration while explaining, I'm sorry, Darcy, but Cindy is going into labor too. I have to go to her. I felt like I had been punched in the gut. Cindy? His ex-girlfriend? He was leaving me to go to her? You're kidding me, I said, my voice shaking with anger. You're going to leave me to go to her? Harris looked at me. His expression remained unchanged as he said in an apologetic voice, I'm sorry, Darcy, but I have to go. You know Cindy is new to the city and knows no one. She doesn't have anybody to take care of her other than me, had I? I literally ran away from my family and never contacted them for years only to marry a person who was going to help his ex-girlfriend deliver a baby for someone else by leaving his pregnant wife in labor pain. For the first time in my life, I was regretting my decision of choosing Harris over my family. What about me, Harris? I asked in a trembling voice. My voice was barely above the whisper. My head was spinning and I was finding it difficult to even talk. He gently stroked my hair, saying in a coaxing voice, you will be fine, Darcy. It's just a false labor pain like the previous time. Your delivery date is after 7 days. Don't you remember what the doctor said last time? And with that, he turned and walked out the door, leaving me alone and in pain. Doctor indeed told me that I would feel false pain, making me feel like I was going into labor, but this time it was not just false pain. I could feel that. My baby was coming. I tried to stop Harris, but my voice didn't come out of my throat and he soon disappeared from my eyesight. I was at a loss for a long time, not knowing what to do. The pain was unbearable, but I knew nobody to call for help. I picked up my phone and checked the contact list. There was only one number saved in my phone, and that was Harris's. Would he pick up the call and come back if I call him? I doubt that. In the end, I just dialed a number while dragging myself out of Harris's apartment. I decided to go to the hospital alone if he didn't come to me. As I came out, holding my big belly, I saw a black Ferrari moving on the road. It belonged to Harris. Tears of hope welled up in my eyes as I put my hands on the belly, saying gently, you are safe, my baby. Your daddy is coming to protect you. I raised my hands to wave at the driver, but the car didn't stop. It kept moving with the same speed. In the passenger seat, I saw Harris holding Cindy's hands, calming her down and sharing the tactics of 1, 2, 3 to help in contraction pain while Cindy was lying in his laps and about to go through labor. My hands were clenched into fists and suddenly I felt something rushing out of my private part. Oh my God, I whispered in horror as I felt the fetus moving downwards.